Mutoko, when Chinese shot a Zimbabwe national and they killed that Zimbabwean national. For the whole day, yes, I was deliberately not doing this story before actually police could actually come out clean, because police should be the first to report such matters to avoid issues of speculation, particularly on social media. But they took a lengthy time. We began to see the Chinese embassy issuing a statement, because there is public backlash, the people of Zimbabwe are speaking about these shenanigans that are done by the Chinese. The police were forced to release a very short statement. When it comes to politics, they don't actually release such statements. But when it comes to the livelihoods of the people of Zimbabwe, they release very, very short statement, which doesn't give us an insight. They confirmed that they arrested a Chinese national, but on the other side, the ZANU-PF Barakashi were saying something on social media, as well as also the Chinese embassy. Greetings and welcome on your lovely channel, the Shonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we film live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, the ZRP is investigating the circumstances in which a foreign national, Kui Jong-yu, 43, shot Fungai now, 36, at a mine in Mukosa on October 9, 2025 at 200 hours. That was early in the morning at 2 when people were sleeping. It is alleged that the foreign national was on duty when several people pounced at the boiler cabin room, resulting in the shooting incident, said. Police confirmed that the foreign national has been arrested. ZRP said it will release more details in due course. But there is actually, let me just, there are many stories to this. Somehow, I have got a feeling that, someone wants to conceal the facts on this matter. And from the look of things, it appears I'm still looking for more information. Just bear with me. I'll be there just now. So from the look of things, someone wants to really conceal what exactly transpired. Now, there is a statement which was released before police released the statement. Let me read it from the Chinese embassy. It says, a statement on the incident of the attack on China Zhuwe mining gold mine in Mutoko, Zimbabwe on 9th October 2025. It says at 0:33, that was in the midnight, 33 minutes after midnight, on the early morning of October 9, 2025, a group of gangsters climbed over the courtyard wall of the gold mine owned by China Zhuwe mining in Mutoko, Zimbabwe, in an attempt to commit robbery. An on-duty Chinese engineer armed with a legally registered security firearm for mining operations with valid certificates fired several warning shots into the air to stop the criminal act. The gangsters immediately fled in all directions. At approximately 7 a.m. the same day, local workers on the early shift discovered a critically injured gangster about a kilometer from the crime scene. They promptly reported the matter to Mr. Zilu, the local translator who also served as the direct supervisor. Mr. Zilu rushed to the scene immediately. Upon questioning the gangster, the latter admitted to being injured during the robbery and abandoned at the scene by his accomplices. Mr. Zilu immediately arranged to report the case to the police, but unfortunately the gangster had already passed away when the police arrived. While the police were en route to the scene, Some local villagers, unaware of the truth, saw the gangster's body and mistakenly suspected Chinese employees of improper conduct. They then besieged several innocent Chinese employees. Fortunately, the police arrived in time and quickly brought the situation under control. Currently, the local police have launched a full-scale investigation. One accomplice of the deceased gangster is cooperating with the investigation and has confessed to his involvement in the robbery. The hunt for other suspects linked to the case is still ongoing. The Chinese engineer involved in the incident is actively cooperating with the police investigation and awaiting police's final handling decision. The Junde Mining Co. Limited, it was in fact written by the company, and then there are many questions that have been asked by numerous people. For example, one of the individuals who questioned following these events that are unfolding, and as well as the viral video, Fatima had this to say: after watching the viral video of a Zimbabwean being killed at a mine run by a Chinese company, I asked the Chinese ambassador if he knew anything about the incident. He was gracious enough to respond and shared this statement from the company. It made me extremely concerned, as it raises more questions than answers. The police must perform their constitutional mandate to serve and protect and answer the following. What exactly happened? Why were the police not called around midnight when the alleged robbery happened? That's the biggest question. Why were the police not called at midnight? Now the event, the robbery happened at 23 past midnight, 33 in fact. It was around to 1. Now they wait for all these hours for the communities to begin to actually do what we saw in the viral video. Then that is when the police begin to comment on the matter. But from that time up to early in the morning, what was happening? That's the question that is asked. Why was a man left for dead for a good 7 hours after being fatally shot? You see, all these are very, very pertinent questions. Why were the police only alerted about the incident when local residents raised alarm around 7 a.m.? These are the most critical questions. Has anyone been arrested on a charge of murder or culpable homicide? Or will this previous human life just be forgotten with no investigation or accountability? You see, this is one of I can't ask more questions than these questions that have been asked. And the police, it appears, they is defending each other. If you see Marakashi coming up with a narrative, running a narrative on social media, and they were blaming retired General Chiwenga, also trying to pin him to what happened there. There is a lot that is happening which is suspicious, because this may be politicized. We may not see justice in Zimbabwe. But if it was not a political issue, maybe because this crime has been committed by the colonial masters of Zimbabwe, who happens to be Chinese at the moment, we may not see consequences actually befalling China. But China has been actually doing a lot of bad and terrific things, especially mining-wise, to the communities around Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or